Hello everybody, my name's Melissa. It's been 2 years since I've owned this Geo Pro 14-foot FK. So how is it holding up? I'm sorry it's taken 2 years to make this video as a follow-up to let you guys know how it's doing, but honestly, it took 18 months for the dealership to fix the problems that were going on with the trailer. Now, I only had one serious problem with the trailer, and that was the solar panel that was never installed when I purchased it. I paid for it, but it wasn't there. And I noticed when my batteries kept depleting and I couldn't figure out why. It was depleting just sitting in my driveway. I took it in for service and they told me, bad news, there's no solar panel on your unit. And how does that even happen? But it took forever. They had to go through videos and whatever, was the solar panel on when it was delivered to the dealership, and whose fault was it? Was it Forest River? Was it RV1 or whatever? Basically, who was going to pay for it? Didn't matter. I already paid for it, right? That took at least 9 months, if not a little bit longer, to get that resolved. I did get the solar panel up on the roof. It's working great. It keeps the batteries drip charged and it's perfect. Now you notice I said batteries. This trailer only comes with one battery, but I did install a second battery so that I would have more power in the trailer for longer amounts of time. I was noticing that in the winter, I was depleting the battery a little bit too quick between the lights and between using the propane heater. So I wanted a little bit more power. So I did install a second battery in series, and that seems to be working absolutely fantastic. So that's one upgrade that I made to the trailer. I think it's actually the only upgrade. Two other issues that I had with the trailer was the cabinet door broke. It's very thin and there's only a piece of plastic holding it together. They did repair the door, or they put a new one in, I don't even know. The other door is now breaking. It's an easy fix. You just basically need to glue the two together a little bit better. It's flimsy, but it's an ultralight trailer, so that's the one complaint that I have. Spoiler alert, because it's only the one complaint that I really have. I did have an issue with the roller shade. It wasn't going up as fast as the others, but it does go up, so they did repair it a little bit. There was one other issue with the shade, which I'll show you once I get inside. But overall, the trailer is doing really good. I'm not having any issues. There is some rust on the outside of the frame, the feet, a couple areas, so that's gonna have to get tended to. I'll put some new rust proofer on, some new paint, whatever it is I need to do. At this point, it's only cosmetic. There's nothing serious going on with the frame or any of the metal parts. Everything works great. The table that you see behind me that they so nicely plop that little Coleman stove on top of and like, oh, you can cook right here outside. Don't do that. Because if you have hamburgers on there or something that produces a lot of grease, that thing will flare up, and I'm telling you, you're gonna burn your trailer. Make sure that grill is on a separate table because you're gonna end up melting the outside of your trailer, so don't do it. That almost happened to me. It flared up all the way up to the top of the window. One pseudo upgrade I made to the trailer is I changed my tow vehicle. I ended up switching to a 2019 Toyota 4Runner. It doubles my towing capacity. One issue that I was running into was with both of my kids, all of our crap when we were going camping at a campground. I was having trouble fitting everything in. I was overweight for the towing capacity of the Outback. So I ended up getting a new car. I'm really happy with the Toyota 4Runner, and now I can keep all my crap and my kids in the car when we go camping. I don't have to pawn them off on whoever I'm going with. Maybe I still want to do that. I don't know. The awning is in great shape. There's no signs of wear, no signs of rust on that, and it's working fine. There are so many flies out here, I might actually die. Little black flies everywhere. If you see them in the camera, that's what they are. So I do use this trailer year round. I use it in the summer and I use it with my kids, but I also use it in the winter when I'm skiing, and it's always ready to go. I do winterize it myself. I drain all of the water out of it. I take the cover off the filter. I run the pump. I unscrew the low point drains and I drive the trailer around to shake all the water out. That's how I winterize it. Right, wrong, indifferent, I have no idea because I've never owned a trailer before. This is all new to me. But for 2 winters, nothing has happened. Everything has worked flawlessly when I put the water back in the summertime. In the winter, for the toilet, I just use, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I use RV antifreeze in the toilet so that I can go number 1, and that seems to work just fine. Again, I've been doing that for 2 seasons and I have not had any issues. One minor issue that could be addressed very simply, the water pressure can be a little low if the tank isn't completely full, but that's easily remedied if you connect it to city water. And I don't know if that pressurizes it. I don't know what it does, but that seemed to work last year. I don't have a hose at my house, so I can't do that, but the water still comes out fine. I've had no problems with the shower, the sink, the outdoor shower, nothing. Everything's been great. All of the major systems in the trailer work fantastic. The refrigerator, the stove, again, the sink, the toilet, the showers, the hot water heater. I've had no problems. The radio works, although I really don't use it very often. The Wi-Fi Ranger does work, but again, I don't really use that very often because I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's no Wi-Fi to boost. The speakers that are installed in this trailer are kind of crappy. Depending on how much room I have to work with, I would consider replacing those. But again, you know, when you're out in the woods, just blaring bass is not really what you want to do. It's fun to attach your phone or an iPad or your laptop to the Bluetooth speakers, and then you get surround sound kind of with the speakers. But again, the speakers are kind of crappy, but it is what it is. There is an outdoor speaker, so you can play music. I have used it. It works fine. No complaints. All things considered, folks, I have only one complaint about the trailer. That would be the cabinet doors breaking. All they had to do was use glue and these little pieces, and it seems like they didn't even bother using any glue. I can go back and do that. It's not a big deal, but I have no complaints about this trailer. It's holding up really well, and that's under year-round use. The only complaint I have is the customer service at Albany RV and RV1. It sucked. It was terrible. All they wanted was my money and then me out the door. It's pretty much it. That's the feeling I got. Sorry, RV1. Sorry, guys. You know, my sales rep said that he was going out of his way for me. Was he? Why did it take 18 months to get everything fixed? The only reason I complained about the shade in the trailer and the cabinet door was because I was so pissed about the solar panel. Otherwise, I just would have fixed those things on my own. It would have been quicker. I wouldn't have had to brought it in. I ended up bringing this trailer in 3 times for the cabinet in the shade. A cabinet in the shade. 3 times. It's ridiculous. I'm almost positive it was 3 times. Absolutely twice, but I'm pretty sure it was 3 times until it was actually fixed. So that's the spoiler alert. I'll take you on the inside and we'll go through and see how everything's doing. I chose to put some carpets down in here to keep the floors a little cleaner, and it's worked, especially in the winter when I'm coming in here with mud-covered boots. You can see everything here looks fabulous. There's the microwave I'll never use. I did install some clips on here. They work nicely. Some of these clips will come off. There's something about the wall that's a little slick. This, I bought a paper towel holder. I can't get this thing to stay on to save my life. Baskets like this, everything has hooks on it to keep it in place while I'm driving. Emily, what are you doing?
Sitting here.
Having coffee? Oh, you finished your coffee. Holy cow. Emily, do you like the trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I did modify this door hanger. I'm probably going to destroy the top up here, but it does give me extra hanging storage. And here's the bathroom. Again, I put carpets down. I have had 0 problems with anything. The fan works great. I have used the shower. The shower works great. The light works. And that offers a good amount of storage in there behind the toilet. Over here you have all of your nice little buttons. I can turn my lights on, and you can also turn these lights on independently.
Hey,
You don't have to have them all on if you don't want to.
Hey, Mom. Grandma.
Vent works great.
Come on, Mom.
Right now I've got my water pump on, and you can heat your water with either gas or electric, and I'll show you something about that. This little on-off switch That's what you need to adjust if you want to use electric or gas to heat your hot water. You see under there, there's actually clear Gorilla Tape because this plastic piece comes right off of the vinyl. That was one other thing that was very cheaply done. Right now I have the bed as a one-person bed, and this cushion behind there I actually usually keep up there, which gives me about a 25-inch sleeping surface. And that way when I'm in here in the winter, I still have places to sit, just like you can see my daughter sitting right now. Isn't she cute? The refrigerator also you can run off of electric or gas or both. I have used the refrigerator extensively and had no problems whatsoever with it. This is the door that broke last year, and it broke right down there. You can see those plastic clips holding it together.
I see that.
This one only has one clip.
I see.
This is the replacement door with two clips.
I see a door. It broke. I see, Mom. I see.
So honestly,
I see.
this is kind of an easy fix, so I'll probably work on that also this summer. I did put storage in here with some baskets and my broom, and I do still have some space up here to put clothes or whatever I want. Got some winter clothes down there. We're still in winter mode in the trailer. If I had to change anything about this trailer, I would change the storage situation. There's very little storage. I feel like over the tops of the windows here, you could have some storage. I would really prefer if this storage back here was a cabinet style, in addition to having cabinet style storage up here. You could totally do that, and you could do it on both sides. I'm gonna have to say, I have to give you 2 thumbs up on this. It's held up really well. If I was gonna do this over again, I probably would skip the 14 foot and I would go for the 15 foot TB, which is a little bit bigger. It's got 2 twin beds. I'm not sure what the weight is on that. Or they have a 16 foot, that's got even more livable space. But again, I bought this at the time when I had the Outback and I had a limited towing capacity. But I am really happy with this. It's easy to tow. It's not too bad to park. You know, it fits in a small space. So for me, going out by myself most of the time and sometimes bringing the kids, it's pretty good. I can sleep 2 people on the bed. If you really wanted, you could put a 3rd person on the floor, as long as you don't have to get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. But when we're camping, we have 2 of us in the trailer and 1 of us in a hammock or the tent. And the dog sleeps on the floor, and he's 110 pounds, so he's basically a person. So there is space in there. You could make it work if you really needed to, if it was raining out or really cold or whatever. You could figure it out. Or somebody could sleep in the car. I mean, seriously, who doesn't sleep in their car? I do it all the time. I'm usually at places where there aren't any hookups or any services. I've never used the microwave. I don't think I ever will use the microwave. I'll most likely take that out and make more storage space. Ideally, I think if I could pull the microwave out and put an insert in so that I could swap it out just in case on the off chance I book a campsite that has hookups. It is like a full luxury tiny trailer. I mean, it has everything you need in there. I hope that you found this informative. It is holding up. It's doing good. I'm happy. I don't have any complaints about the quality of the trailer itself, but for those cabinet doors, the one that was repaired and the one that's in the process of breaking as we speak. But if you're careful too, you might minimize that. I tend to be a little rough on things, and like I said, I use this year round. The cabinet door that's breaking, I do use that as storage, and it's probably the most used cabinet in the entire trailer. I hope you found this video informative. I hope you liked it. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you. I do a lot more backpacking and gear videos than trailer videos at this point. You know, we can just do it all. But as long as you're getting out there and living your life, I'm happy. So thanks again for watching. Take care. Have a great day.